So today I want to play Abs and Armor again. We played it last time, and you beat me pretty soundly on it, I thought. So I'm playing
Yeah,
Felothar.
I didn't think I beat you that badly.
Well, you okay? Well, you beat me, so I want to play it again. It's just interesting. But I wanted to play it again whether you beat me or not. So it's Felothar, the Steadfast, the commander that comes with Abs and Armor out of the um Tarkia Dragonstorm um series there.
Commander said, yeah,
Who starts today?
I do. So I'll start off with a tapped leech-ridden swamp. And you can go.
Okay. All right. I will start with a uh planes pass turn to you.
Okay.
All right.
I'll play a command tower and pass the turn.
Okay. I will play planes. I will play Soul Ring for one. Your turn.
Play an island and pass.
Okay. Untap, draw for turn. Okay. I'm going to play Canopy Vista. It normally enters tapped unless you have two basic lands, which I do, so here it is. I will play Staff of Completion for 3. 1, 2, 3. I will pay 4 life to draw a card.
Okay.
All right. And pass turn to you.
All right. You could have done that on my turn.
Okay, good to know.
Play a land, pass the turn.
So I can do artifacts on your turn?
It doesn't say that you can't.
Okay, fair enough. Thanks for the note. Untap, draw for turn. Okay, I'm going to play Overgrown Farmland. Overgrown Farmland enters tapped unless you control 2 or more other lands, which I do. So I'm good on that. And then I'm going to play Felothar the Steadfast for one black here. So I have to pay 2 life. So that's my black. Here's my green. Here's my white. And here's my one other. And I'll pass the turn to you.
Okay. Draw. I'm going to play a swamp. I'll pay 2 to play Demonic Council. Demonic Council says search your library for a demon card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. The rest of the card doesn't really matter because it doesn't apply. It has Delirium. Does this resolve? Or do you have counter magic?
Nope. Passes. Go ahead.
I'll go looking for a demon card. I'm going to find Herald of Slaanesh. It's a 2/2 demon that says demon spells you cast cost 2 generic less, and other demons I control have haste. That will go into my hand. I will cast the Herald of Slaanesh. Pass the turn.
Okay, I'm gonna untap. Draw for turn. Okay, I'm gonna play a swamp for turn. Put it over here. Then I'm going to play Jaws of Defeat, which costs me 1 black and 3. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. I take 2 life off. Lose 2 life. Okay. Jaws of Defeat. Whenever a creature you control enters, target opponent loses life equal to the difference between that creature's power and its toughness.
Yep.
Then I'm going to cast Indomitable Ancients, which is a 2/10. So the difference is 8.
Lose 8.
I'm going to swing at you with Felothar.
Take 5.
All right. Pass a turn to you.
Untap. Draw. I'll play another swamp. I'll pay 6 to cast my commander. When he enters, I lose life and draw cards equal to the amount of demons I control, which would be 2. Lose 2 life, draw 2 cards.
Excellent.
Whenever another demon enters under my control, it deals damage to equal to its power to any target. But that's when another demon enters. So he has haste because of the Herald of Slaanesh. So I'm going to attack you for 6 in the air.
I'll take the damage.
And that's it for my turn. You can go.
Excellent.
He's a 6/5
All
that I
right.
have.
Draw for turn. Okay. I'm going to cast Beldin, Sentry Herdmaster. 1, 2. White, 2 colorless, and then I will do 3 and 4. I pay 2 life. All right, so Beldin, Sentry Headmaster. During your turn, each creature assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Whenever Baldin attacks, up to 100 target creatures get +0/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of cards in your hand. So, and he is 0/7, so the difference is 7. I'll swing at you with Felothar and the Indomitable Ancients, so that's 5 and 10.
I'll take 15.
Okay. And then I'll pass the turn to you.
All right. I'll untap. Draw cards. I'll play a Sunken Hollow. Enters untapped because I have 2 or more basic lands. Well, let's give it a shot. Yeah. I'll pay 5. And I'm going to cast a Runescarred Demon. He's a 6/6 with flying. When he enters, I search my library for a card and put it into my hand. So he's now being cast. He's floating. So do you want to respond to me casting this? You now have priority.
I do. I want to quickly ask before you do, what's the ability that your commander has for when you're casting demons?
When this enters, it will hit you for its power.
Right. So I will play D-Spark to exile your commander.
Okay. Any other responses?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Runescarred Demon enters. I search my library for a card and put it in my hand. I'm going to find that card. That card? Maybe not that card in this instance. I think I fucked it up anyways. Yeah, I did. Didn't leave the right colors up. That's it. You win.
All right, GG. Okay, so should we do another round? Just a rematch?
I'm not going to keep this hand though.
I'm going to keep mine.
Okay. I'll keep this.
Okay.
I start.
Okay.
I begin. Yeah. So not drawing. I'm gonna play a Terramorphic Expanse, and I'm gonna sacrifice it to look for a land, and it enters tapped. You can go.
I'll play a
While I do
forest. Tap it to play Soul Ring. And I'll tap Soul Ring to play Selesnya Signet.
Nice.
All right, your turn.
Play a swamp. Pay 2 for Rakdos Signets.
All right. Still
It's
your
your
turn, I
turn.
think. Oh, my turn. Okay, untap. I'll draw for turn. I'm going to play Sungrass Prairie for my land this turn. I'm going to tap Soul Ring so I can activate Selesnya Signet. So I get 1 green, 1 white, and I have 1
Unfloating.
colorless. So I can play Carven Caryatid, Creature Spirit, Defender. When this creature enters, draw a card.
That's
So I'll
it.
have a green and a white floating, basically.
You have a colorless and a white floating right now.
Okay. All right. And then pass the turn to you.
All right, so the floating stuff disappears because that's when you change a phase, then your floating mana
Okay.
disappears.
Gotcha. Okay. Good to learn.
All right, I'll pay 3. So pay 1 into the signet, so I have 2 and then 1 extra. To play a Chromatic Lantern and pass the turn. Chromatic Lantern lands you control tap for any color, and I can also tap it for any color.
Nice. Untap, draw for turn. Okay. I'm going to play Exotic Orchard. So that way I can produce a
Any color, because my lands produce any color, so it gives you anything.
right. So you have a black here. I'm going to pay the Soul Ring into the
Yeah, you're good. So
Sungrass
you've
Prairie.
done if you play into this either the Sungrace Prairie or the Selesnya Signet, that means you have all 3 colors plus the floating from the Soul Ring casts you.
Felothar.
When you cast Felothar, I would like to respond.
Okay.
I'll black. I'm gonna cast a Vampiric Tutor. Search my library for a card. Shuffle my library. Put the card that I found on top of my library, and I lose 2 life.
Okay.
So I'll look for any card and put it on top of my library, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take 2. Or is it 3?
It's 5.
Got it. Take
All
5.
right. And then if you're ready, then pass the turn to you.
Shuffled. This card goes on top. It's the card I draw this turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'll play Cabal Coffers. Pay 2 and tap it to add black mana equal to the amount of swamps I control. It usually doesn't tap for mana, but thanks to the Chromatic Lantern, it produces any color. I'll pay 5. I'll play what is it? The something Whisper. Anyways, it's a 6/6 flying trample, and it has an ability that I can pay 2 life to surveil 2.
Okay.
And that's it. You can go.
Okay. Untap. Draw for turn.
Doom Whisper. It's called Doom Whisperer.
Mm-hmm.
But the card is in Spanish, so I had to remember.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna play Rocks, Faith Mender, which is a 1/5. This has lifelink. It says if you would gain life, you gain twice that much life instead.
Yep.
Okay. And then I'm going to play Infernal Grasp. And I know it's an instant, but since my mana dissipates as I go through my turns, I won't be able to use it on this turn. I want to. Destroy target creature, you lose 2 life. I'd like to destroy your creature on the board and lose my 2 life.
I'd like to respond to that.
All right.
I'd like to pay 2 life, and I'll surveil 2. I'll put both of these cards in my graveyard. I'll pay another 2. Do it again. Put them in the graveyard. Do it again. I'll put 1 in the graveyard and leave 1 on top.
That looks bad.
You pay 2 life, you destroy my creature.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Okay, and then I'm going to move to attack. I'm going to swing at you with the Carven Caryatid for 5 and Felothar the Steadfast for another 5.
Take 10.
All right. And then I'll pass to you.
Untap. Draw.
You must have something in your hand that lets you get all that graveyard stuff.
It's what the deck does, yes. How many cards do you have in hand?
I have 4 cards in hand.
I'll pay 2. I'm going to play a demonic console. It says if there are 4 more card types in my graveyard, I can look for any card, not just a demon card. I have creature, artifact, land, and sorcery instant, and so I can look for any card and put it into my hand. Does that resolve?
Yes.
Okay.
So at this point, whatever is your board wipe or game ender, that's basically what I would assume you're gonna probably put in your hand, something like that.
Quite honestly, what am I going to end the game with when I don't have a board state? I just don't want to die this turn. So I'm going to put this card in my hand,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to die this turn anyways. Because it is a blasphemous act and I can't pay for it. You win.
All right, GG. So I notice I still have quite a bit of trouble doing the managing mana and stuff. Like, when to pay for this and for that, especially when you're paying into like signets and stuff like that.
The signets and the lands that do the same thing. These are called filters, right? You can use the Soul Ring to create colored mana when you didn't have colored mana before, right? So it's very good for that. But essentially, you have to tap 2 permanents to get 2 mana anyways.
Mm.
So it's not a 2-for-1 unless you have a Soul Ring. So these things are great to convert any color of mana into the color you need, but it's not necessarily accelerating your game plan. And it doesn't surprise me that that is difficult because even I mean I played with people on Saturday. It still happened, right? And that's people that played for years. It's very easy to lose count, so don't worry about that. This deck, I haven't powered it up, even though it has some very high value cards. I purposefully kept this deck down back in the day because I was playing with people that didn't have a large collection, and they were learning to play. But the pre-constructed decks, they come with quite a few spot removal things that are variable. For example, the D-Spark, it exiles a permanent with mana value 4 or greater. Or Path to Exile, or the Infernal Grasp and stuff like that. It's just they don't look like much, but they're very, very useful for things that use utility pieces. When you're playing with someone who's newer to it, I would have held that because they're instants for starters, right? So I would have held on to them until I needed to do something. I wouldn't just use them because I could.
When I previously played on a previous turn, I had kept mana like the floating mana, and I thought, oh, I can use that, after in the combat phase or afterwards, but I can't because as you go through phases, it dissipates, right? So that's when so that was a new thing for me to realize. And so what I realized is I had that card in hand, so I knew I wanted to exile your creature or eliminate your creature that you had on the board, right? But I figured I wanted to do it on your turn. But here's the problem. That particular card needed 1 black and 1 other. And the problem is I didn't have any black other than this one. Now, if I had spent the black to activate the 2, I'd had a white and a green. I wouldn't have been able to cast that removal spell on your turn because I wouldn't have had the black available to me anymore. So I would have had to spend I have the one that allows me to use.
Oh, you're wrong.
Okay, how am I wrong? What am I missing?
Your Exotic Orchard gave you black. Your Forest gave you green. They were untapped. You did not have any mana in your mana pool.
Mm.
You had a total of 6 mana available to you.
Okay, I get what you're saying now. Yeah, okay, so I see what you mean. I didn't update my math. Okay. All right. Yeah, no, you're right. So then it was like, so I didn't see that. And so then it was like, okay, so let me do it now so
It
I
was
can
it, it
avoid
was
it.
it was the right play. You didn't misplay, but your
Mm,
justification is wrong. You did not misplay. It was exactly the right play to do. It was annoying as shit because it lost me the game.
gotcha.
It, but that's not your fault. It's the game, right? So that
Right, right.
it's supposed to happen, and you're supposed to play to win. But here's the thing. Why is it so annoying to me? I don't mind losing at all. I lose
Mhm.
most of the time. My win rate is below 20% of the games I play, I win. So I don't mind losing. I've run into this with my daughter now. So because during the vacation that she had, we played every day between 2 and 5 games. So since she's learning too, she has the bad habit of not reading the cards. Her English isn't advanced enough to fully comprehend everything. But the other is that she just memorizes stuff, right? But then she memorizes it wrong. So I'm in the boat of I have to play my game and I have to tell her what her shit does. So I arrive at a certain point in time where I'm playing both sides and I
Mm,
lose the thread on what I am trying to achieve because I'm thinking too much on the other side. So it's
mm,
like I don't expect the damn infernal grasp at that point because I wouldn't play it,
gotcha.
even if I had it in hand. Yeah, so you absolutely played your deck correctly. You played a defender deck in a very aggro way, and you had the right thing to do at the right time. So you did not misplay anything in the first game or the second game. You
Mm,
had trouble with math, which with even advanced players sometimes have trouble with. I myself sometimes miscalculate the mana I have available or tap the wrong thing, and then I'm out of the color that I need. It actually happened in this game. This deck, the Demons deck, has one way to get rid of everything on the table. It's the Blasphemous Act. But the Blasphemous Act costs 9, and it's reduced by the amount of creatures in play. I had 3 mana. I went looking for it, but it would still have cost me 6 to play it. So I lost the game because I'm playing a bad board wipe for this type of situation. So that was also frustrating. But that's deck building. That's on my side, and it's on purpose. I just forgot that it was on purpose.
mm,
I don't play this deck as much as I like to. It's my favorite deck, but now I need to update it. It just needs to be better. It's not actually even on the level of the precons anymore. Because I down tune certain pieces, it can do powerful things after turn 6. It doesn't usually do them before turn 6.
I
So
see.
it's not optimized, and I need to revisit that. Over the past 3 months now, you've played 6 different decks to get a sense of them, right? Of course, finding your play style is important, but then it's like, okay, so out of all of these decks that I've played, which play style do you prefer? Out of all of those, and then just stick with it until you can just read the name of the card and know what it does, rather than always rereading it and then figuring out how does this fit in. Stick with one thing and just learn it intuitively. Intimately.
Yeah.